Most of them maybe hear about Huawei, but I'd like to have a brief glance at Huawei. And our business covers all over the world in more than 190 countries. Today, Huawei company has more than 18,000 staffs all over the world. And last year, our revenue reached up to 110 billion US dollars. So I think the company is a very big company. And here also shows some numbers. For example, we already set up 14 R&D institutes and labs all over the world, including in USA, in Europe, in Russia, in China, and in Asia, and so on. Yeah. And today's topic is we are talking about how to encourage the development of society, encourage the development of economy. And I think ICT will also play a very important role to encourage the development of economy and society. And we think ICT is the foundation of national competitiveness. From this picture, we can see that ICT infrastructure includes many different aspects. For example, broadband, and a data center, and cloud computing, and the big data, IoT, and so on. But we think all of them are the foundation of the country. Based on the ICT infrastructure, many experts will have close relationship with ICT. For example, governance, economy, society, environment, living, innovation, and so on. So we think ICT is very important in the society. And here gives an example how ICT became engine of national digital economy. This example is just from China. From beginning, for example, 10 years ago, the ICT's scale is limited, and but in the past 10 years, we can find that the investment in ICT increased greatly, and we can find that the ICT contributes much more to the country, to the society development. Here we can find so many large changed number and dates. Yeah. And today I'd like to share 3 future development trends. The trend 1, I think, is the most important: broadband. As you know, what's a broadband? We have to access the internet through computer, through smartphone. And as you know, normally, how to access to internet through PC, normally fixed broadband. But how to access the internet through smartphone, normally named as mobile broadband. Both of mobile broadband and fixed broadband will play very important role, and is the future benchmark of the society. And it will impact positively the country economic performance from the following aspects. For example, GDP growth and job creation, a better lifestyle, national competitiveness, and gas emission, and so on. So we think broadband will the future society base. We have to pay more attention and invest much more on the broadband. But as you know, normally, previously, PC connected to the internet through fiber, through fixed broadband. But today the situation changed greatly. Mobile broadband will play a more important role compared to fixed broadband. As you know, with the technology development, mobile technology can provide a simultaneous performance as FBB. Just here shows. For example, today 4G LTE technology can provide similar performance as FBB. Yeah. And we think in future, wireless will become the first, and wireless fiber will reshaping our society. That means wireless technology will play a more important role in the future. And wireless will also create more commercial opportunities for all of us. And as you know, today, in fact, wireless fiber is booming in the world. From here, we can see that there are more and more countries and operators in these countries begin to deploy wireless fiber to accelerate the broadband penetration to help people to access the network easily. Here, but as you know, there are still many obstacles when deploying wireless broadband or mobile broadband. For example, lack of rural broadband planning. In some countries, many governments not pay less attention on the rural coverage. And the spectrum restriction still exists because, as you know, in order to develop mobile broadband, you have to release more and more spectrum. But today, many governments released less. And the technology buyers, as you know, previously, government also pushed to development fiber, that means fixed broadband, and less attention on the mobile broadband. So technology buyers still exist. So in future, we have to reduce the buyers. And here, give some recommendation in order to develop mobile broadband quickly and efficiently. We have to do some tax cuts and do some subsidies and release more spectrum and redefinition broadband, including both mobile broadband and fixed broadband. That's our recommendation from our global experience. And trend 2, of course, about LTE. As you know, LTE is a very mature technology, and almost all the country in the world has already deployed LTE technology. But with the 5G coming, but we think LTE technology still play a very important role in the following at least 5 to 10 years. And LTE in the following 5 or 10 years will play a foundation of the network. That means it will still live a long time and contribute much to our daily life. And you know, more and more people use mobile network, and the data traffic increased greatly, sharply. So the user experience will have also to be improved correspondingly. But as you know, this is not easy. You have to invest much more on the IT technology. Yeah. The third trend is about 5G. As you know, 5G is a very hot topic. Almost everyone talking about the 5G. This month, MWC held in Barcelona. All the topic is about 5G. And we think 5G will bring MBB to a new level that means enhance our experience of using mobile broadband. As you know, 5G will not connect people, but also will connect things. That means all the things will be connected to the internet. That's the most important difference between 5G and previously G. Difference in 5G between 5G and 4G, 3G. 5G will connect all things to the internet. Yeah. And until today, many countries in the world already released 5G spectrum. And we think, we forecast 5G will come quicker than previously. Will come quicker than 4G, than 3G. Yeah. We think in this year or next year, more and more countries will release 5G spectrum. I hope Pakistan government will also have such a plan to how to develop 5G. Yeah. Here shows an example about the Saudi Arabic government. They already released their plan how to develop 5G. From here, we can see that it will reduce the cost of spectrum fee, and it will release wider bandwidth for 5G, and also reduce royalty fee. All this has only one purpose: to push, to accelerate 5G quicker than ever. I think maybe this is a reference for Pakistan government. Yeah. So, in fact, today I am talking about ICT technology. I'm talking about how ICT will accelerate our society, accelerate our economy development. And we think in the following 3 or 5 years, there are 3 most important issues we have to pay more attention. That's here shows WTTX, LTE, and 5G. I hope this information can bring some reference for you. And when you do some country plan or do some investment, you can put more efforts, put more attention on these 3 aspects. Okay, that's my presentation. Thank you.
Well done, well done. Record time too, Bruce. Thank you so much. Because we have to do a little bit of speeding up for the afternoon. So not alone did you deliver such an informative event, you did it in record time too. So I'm very, very grateful to you. And thank you for getting us off to a very good start.